collectors. Today we're going to do something a little different. I'm not going to start with the Build-A-Figure, but I'm going to start with the figures in the wave themselves and then make my way up to the figure. So first we have Kid Flash here. Simple costume, posability standard, head, biceps, swivel, elbow, double bend, ball jointed wrist. Comes with 2 hands, has pretty good ab crunch, pretty good splits, has these Mercury symbols on his ears and boots. Coming in right at 7 1/4 inches. The next in the wave was Psycho Pirate here. Psycho Pirate has this soft rubber cape, painted on details for the costume. Same type of body mold. The only accessories he came with is the anti-monitor body. Psycho Pirate stands right at 7 1/8. See her here? Has the gap guard for the shoulders, double bend in the elbows, wrist on a ball jointed peg, pretty good ab crunch, pretty good splits, double bend in the knee. Ankles are all on these double pegs now that we're getting these ball jointed. Next in the wave was the Spectre. Spectre, very cool, has this effect here in the back, has the gap guards here for the shoulder as well. Cape is all one piece that goes around. His head, you'll have to either use your thumb to get in there or use the actual hood to move his head around. Pretty good ab crunch, can do a Von Damme split. Has that hinge here, peg and peg in that foot. Has that toe bend as well. Now the Spectre is coming in at 7 1/4. And final in the wave is Superman. Now Superman is part of the older Superman of the storyline. So here we have a nice wired cape. So you can bend this and shape this however you want to. Does not come with a flight stand though, so you'll have to use a flight stand from someone else. Definitely a different looking head sculpt. This baby blue of the Superman, the S and everything. And that. Now it's time to bring in the parts for the monitor. Okay, here we have the parts for the anti-monitor. Start with the legs. So legs are just attached via this peg. Just insert into the slot. There we go. Same thing with the other side. Just insert into the slot. Make your way up. There we go. Bring in a stand. I'm going to take Superman's because I'm going to have to use a flight stand for him anyway, using that cape, that awesome cape. So then we take these arms, line them up with the peg holes, and insert them in. And the head comes after this part. Simply just put this on, and then it has a slot for the cape. There we go. Take the head and then just press it on. So now we have the monitor. Now the monitor is a species like the Watcher in Marvel Comics. Simply watches the stories unfold in the multiverse, that is DC. Now this monitor brought forth a warning to the heroes of the time and brought multiple Earths together to fight the oncoming anti-monitor. So, okay, he doesn't want to stand on it stand too good, so I'll switch foots. Switching feet, yeah. So, yes, so anti-monitor looks up, or the monitor looks up, down, right, and left. Arms come out to a T-pose, go forward and back. Bicep swivel, double bend in the elbow. Arms are on this peg, ball jointed double peg. As far as ab crunch goes, he does a pretty good ab crunch. Got the gap here, gap there, and gap here, a little bit of a gap there. We get a little bit of a rotation here. Very nice. And I knew that would happen whenever I did it. Now the legs come out to a nice split, Van Damme style. Forward and back. Has a double bend in the knee, and mine doesn't want to snap in there or stay. It's snapping, but it just doesn't want to stay. So another in a long issues for Build-A-Figures for me. Gotta get it just right, I guess, to get it in here. Always nice to show that, oh look, we didn't do this off camera. So, yeah. So these pieces do go underneath this pair of underoos here, and it should stay. Mine's, however, keeps popping off, like it doesn't want to sit in there properly. Even though I'm pushing it all the way in, it just keeps coming out. So we have a double bend in the knee. No rotation at the boots. But we also have this double hinge, ball jointed peg here. One peg on this side, one peg on this side. You can see it right there. For the ankle, we also have a toe bend and a hole for the pegs, which he's not wanting to stand up all the way either. So we'll try this again. Now, loving the details and the monitor here. This soft rubber cape. These parts that connect here, and I just waited until I showed the articulation before I put them in. So they're nice and all situated. Nice details there. Nice details in the armor itself. It's nice they did this little wave here. And the cloth. Different styles. The gold apps. And that. It's a very nice figure. Get him to stand correctly here. We'll get a height check. And he doesn't want to stand correctly. This cape does bring him down a little bit. So as I hold him here, we see he's coming in right at 7 3/4 inches. So I'll set him back here. I'll set him back here against the wall because he doesn't want to stand. Here he is against the Spectre. Kid Flash. Psycho Pirate. And last but not least, Superman. So this is the wave that makes up the monitor. So I got mine via McFarlaneToyStore.com, shipped to me very slowly, but it eventually came. So that was one of the good things. So if you are looking for this, you might want to go there and use the code MST10 to save at least 10%, because the shipping costs are always an issue with that toy store. So remember, shop around, like, subscribe, and keep